I'm Hannah, your marketing associate, and we've got lots of stuff going on this last day of June. So let's see, for today, Low Vision at 1:30, so come hear the York Times read aloud and enjoy camaraderie and refreshments. That's brought to you by Neighbor Awareness. At 3 o'clock, it's the Night Sky class, so it's the monthly astronomy class led by 7500 York astronomy enthusiast Judith Gritner, and you'll get a preview of June's night sky, so see the stars through Judith's eyes. And then 7 o'clock tonight, our voting rights. How regular people voted was not something the founding fathers thought much about or planned for when writing the Constitution, or when they added the Bill of Rights. Voting in America has not always been straightforward, nor has its impact always been clear. This presentation addresses how the process of voting was originally conducted, who it was intended for, how it evolved, and where it may be headed in the future. And just what is ranked choice voting. And for the rest of today, 9:15, you can join your neighbors and friends at Stretch and Strength in the CAC. 9:30, the ladies' social is on the balcony. 10 o'clock is line dancing in the CAC. 12:30 on the balcony is canasta, and then 1:30 on the balcony is cribbage. And then moving in towards the first days of July. On Wednesday, 9:30 to noon, the workshop will be open. At 9:30, the ladies' social will be on the balcony. 1 p.m. is mahjong on the balcony. And 1 to 3 is the unit inventory Q&A session in the CAC. So if you have questions for Anthony Sather from Belay Software about the items that are listed on your unit inventory, or if you think something needs to be changed or modified, that's a time for you to interact with him. 7 p.m. is Dominoes on the balcony. Thursday, 8 a.m. cardio with Kathy. 9:15 is Stretch and Strength in the CAC. 9:30 is the ladies' social on the balcony. 10:30 is chair yoga in the CAC. 11:30 is alterations in the boardroom. If you need any alterations to your clothing, you can sign up for that in the green book outside of the office. 1:30 on the balcony is Scrabble. 2 o'clock is the knitters in the hobby room, and then 7 p.m. is the movie Hidden Figures in the CAC. And if you're not familiar with Hidden Figures, it's a 2016 movie. 3 female African-American mathematicians play a pivotal role in astronaut John Glenn's launch into orbit when dealing with racial and gender discrimination. It's got a really amazing cast. It was well received at the time that it came out. Also has a really fantastic soundtrack. So you can check all of those things out. And then you're going to check your calendar for all of the rest of the things through the 4th of July weekend. And I now have a special guest for the rest of for some very important information.
Thank you, Hannah. Yes, it's me again, Jacob, office manager. The reason I'm here is to remind you each and every day this week on York TV and our YouTube followers that July 8th, July 9th, we are going to have the parking lot resurfaced, restriped. There have been some changes. We've put out paper communication, email communication, text, and a phone call. And we're going to send out another email on Monday of next week to prepare you for what's going to happen. Key things that have changed that I want everyone to keep in mind. 1, on the 9th, the front entrance drive-up will be closed. There will be 2 security staff extra, besides the 2 staff that we have, posted at both the southeast entrance and the southwest entrance to help manage traffic and people that need to get to the property, as well as to manage any medical emergency with that vehicle and those people that need to come into the property. So that'll be one thing. For bus pickups, you do need to go to the east exterior entrance near the gardens where the fire road is. The bus will pick you up over there for runs that day. So the east lot will be done by then on the 9th, so then you can go over there to get picked up. So also, the main garage entrance that everyone comes in, that one is going to be closed. You're going to need to proceed to the north garage entrance and exit under York Gardens that day. So this work is going to impact pretty much everybody that lives here and everybody that works here. So please keep that in mind. Parking is going to be difficult. It's going to be kind of a difficult couple days, but we'll get through it together as a team. Another thing I want to point out to you that is very, very important is all this is contingent on the weather. So if the weather doesn't cooperate, it'll all get canceled, and we'll just find a new day to go through this, all of us together. So just please keep a tab on your outside mailbox, your email mailbox, your text mailbox, so we can send you communication as we know things and as things change. Again, we apologize for the inconvenience. I think it's going to be worth all the work, all the effort, but we have to get through this together. Please spread the word, tell your neighbor, even if you think they already know, please tell all your neighbors, all your friends, all your pals, so everybody knows that this is going on the 8th and the 9th, weather permitting. Thank you, and I'll turn it back over to Hannah. Sorry to interrupt this broadcast.
Thank you, Jake. Yes, so there were some very helpful maps. If you are not one of those people who thinks about things in cardinal directions, there were some handy maps that were curried out yesterday, and so we will also get those on the portal. Today's special in the York Room is grilled chicken quarters with chimichurri sauce served with eyote, corn, and potato salad, and that is a gluten-free option. So make your reservations, because that sounds delicious and sounds like it'll go fast. Today's soup is beef and barley, and there's of course always great weekly specials, and some like the Old Faithfuls. The York salad, just had that yesterday myself, delicious, especially if you're a big fan of bacon, avocado, and ranch. It is really good. So make sure to patronize your restaurant. Okay. I think that is everything. Oh, wait. I see something I did not read. Okay, so on Wednesday, July 1st, so tomorrow, you can begin signing up for the lunch excursion to Benihana Japanese restaurant on Thursday, July 16th. You'll have an 11 a.m. departure from the East Lobby. Watch your meal being prepared by a chef at your table called teppanyaki. Learn about Japanese cuisine. Participants order from the menu and pay individually. Entrees range from $16 to $40 plus a 20% service charge and tax. An additional gratuity for the server is optional. Sign up in person at the office beginning at 8:45 on Wednesday, July 1st. An $8 van fee will be added to your July monthly bill. Space is limited. Notice that the van can only accommodate 3 walkers and wheelchairs and cannot it cannot be accommodated. So they can't stretch that any farther. Okay. Also, there's a mini golf outing to Centennial Lakes, 9:45. Departs from the lobby. Meet at the front entrance at 9:45 and walk together to mini golf at the Centennial Lakes. Play the Champion Mini Course or Scottish Links. Pay directly at the golf course by cash or credit card. Putters are provided or bring your own. Sign up in the green activities book by the office, and that's brought to you by Fun and Games. And then there is also piano practice Saturdays, July 11th and 18th, 9:30 to noon in the CAC. So, yeah, there's lots of good things. Make sure to look over your coming events, your calendar, and your York Times for all the things that are going on within the community. Remember that you can share YouTube videos of these updates in the morning, even with friends outside of 7500. So if you're wanting to let someone know what does 7500 have to offer through the month, you can give them a little update that way. And I look forward to seeing you again next week. Have a great day. Bye.